Good afternoon. I want to do a video today on the Fukien Tea that we repotted a couple months back. It's due for a trim, and so that's what this video is mainly going to be focused around, is trimming that tree up. One of the things I've thought about doing is doing a video on the growth boxes that I created that we put the Fukien in. If that's something that interests you, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll look at making a video on how to make those. Also, I wanted to do a follow-up on the Trident Forest that we created and let you know kind of where that's at and everything. If you're enjoying these videos and you like what I'm doing and the content that I'm creating, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel, as we're growing slowly, but I really appreciate all the support everyone's been giving lately, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Okay, so here is that Trident Forest that we created a few months back, where we repotted it, put it in this new pot, and as you can see, it's doing very well. I was able to get some moss to put in to replace the sphagnum moss, and the tree is doing very well. Alright, so here is the Fukien Tea. As you can see, it has grown amazingly in this wooden box, and also with the fertilizer that I've put in it to kind of allow it to grow out these shoots. What we want to do today is we want to trim these long shoots, trim them back, and get kind of the shape back into the tree instead of it looking like a big, just kind of a bush. Okay, so let's take a look at this tree and what kind of the structure we have. And I think what we want to do is we want to start at the bottom, and we have this branch here that does not have a lot of growth on it, and that's unfortunate. It has this little shoot coming off of it, kind of straight at the viewer. I'm unsure whether we'll need that, but we need to try to figure, we need to trim a lot of this off to allow sunlight to get to the bottom, to be able to allow this one to thicken up as the bottom branch. So I think we want to start from the bottom, work our way up, and decide which branches we want to keep, which branches that I think will need to be maybe even completely removed to help with the structure of the tree. So what I'm going to start with is these little kind of shoots down here. We really don't need those at this time, so we're just going to take these off, trim these back. That up a little bit, like so. So as I mentioned, we have this, and so our next branch that we have is actually this one in the back here. So I think for the time being, that if this is our front of our tree, that is a good kind of a back branch. As you can see, we can wrap it around this way. So I think we want to keep that, and I think we'll keep the length on this one just to allow this one to thicken up, since it is on closer to the bottom. Because as you can see, it's not that thick of a branch. So our next branch of moving up the tree is this one. So I think this one we're probably going to need to trim it back. As you can see, we have a bifurcation going on here where it's splitting into two, which is great. So we want to be able to trim these back. So I think what we'll do is we'll trim this back to about here. And then this one, which is great, we have this one's breaking off into this shoot, and then this shoot, and then we got the middle shoot. So I think here, I'm going to trim this one back to here. And this one, we have a leaf, so we want the shoot to go this way. So we're going to trim it there. And now with this long shoot, what we want to do is, I think we want it to go this way. So we got a node here. So looking at it, we have a node here, here, and then here. I think we don't want to trim it back here or there. I think right here is going to be our option that we want to go with. So we'll take that off right there. So I think for the time being, we'll leave that. We'll probably wire this down. Alright, so let's look at our next branch, which I believe is over here, right here. So you can see it. I think this probably needs to be removed completely, because it's kind of in the middle of the tree. We have a branch over here already. This one may need to be removed completely, but for the time being, let's just trim it back and we'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, so looking at this branch, we're debating whether to keep it or not, but we have this branch that's just kind of coming from this up here, and it's just kind of coming straight at the viewers. I think we want to remove this completely. I think we'll go under here. Let's see. As it coming straight down, I think we want to just remove that altogether, like that. All right, and this one here, this one's coming across the structure of the tree, and we really don't want that, so we're going to take that one completely off. And now we have this one. We can wire it that way. Let's see. We have it splitting here. I don't think we need this branch because it's just coming straight out at us. We can wire these down to have it go this way. So I think this branch right here can go away. So we'll see here and here, and we'll just take it back to there. Alright, and we'll let these grow to thicken up for now. Right now they're still a little frail to be able to manipulate with a wire, so we'll hold off on doing that with those. Back to this, I think what we'll do is we'll actually just trim this back to here first. Not remove the branch completely, we'll just take it back a couple nodes and we'll take it back to probably about here. Like that. Alright, so we have this branch that's kind of just going straight up. I think we don't want that at all. So we'll go in here and we'll just take this right off. And alright, so this we're getting closer to the apex. We have, okay, oh, here's something interesting. So we have this branch that comes out this way. I think what might be interesting is we have this branch that's coming out from back here, and I think we want that. So actually, I'm going to do something. We're actually going to come back to this branch, and we're just going to remove and allow that to be the new branch leader. So we'll do that. So now we have this kind of going out this way, and we'll knock that back to right here. Alright. Let's see. So we have this that's crossing over that way, and this is coming up. I think we want to get rid of this little branch here because it's kind of in the way. So get rid of that. Still unsure. I think we can get rid of this one now that I'm looking at it, because we have this little branch here, we have this branch over here, and then we have this branch and then this branch. So I think we do want to get rid of this one. So I will do that now. Let's see. Let's get under here. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Like what we did there. Now we have this one. We'll wire that one down. This will allow more light to come in here, and hopefully be able to extend this, thicken this up. Let's look at back here. So we have I don't think I need this one. I think this one can go away. So we go in here, take that out. We can wire that one down and that one down. So I think keep this one, but we'll trim it back. We'll trim it back to here. Alright, so now we're coming to kind of the apex of the tree. So we got this branch that just kind of comes out and straight into the viewer, as you can see there. I think what we want to do is we're going to cut it back because it comes straight out. We may let's just start off by going right here. Don't want to go too drastic because we want to continue trying to develop our apex. So if we can have this branch go up here, that would be good. This one right here is just coming straight out to the viewer. I think what we want to do is, looking at it, we have this node right here. If we trim it right here, this will grow this way. So we want to take it and take that off. Alright, and this one, let's see. I think what we want to do is, I think we'll take it back to there for now. Alright, this one's going to get wired down. This one, I think what we can do, this one that's coming straight up, I think we can take that one completely off. I'm also going to come in here and maybe clean up some of these big leaves, just so you can see these inner leaves here. We'll see about that. This one's coming out. I think I want to keep that, and I think we want to go back to here on this one, like that. And that way, we have that going that way, and this should go this way. So this one, we have a branch coming this way. So I think what we want to do, I want to keep that, so I'm going to go up here, move that one. Alright, I think this one here, let's see. So I'm trying right now, trying to see the structure. So you have these little leaves down here. I think we're going to remove these little leaves right here because we don't want a branch growing down. I'm going to remove this because we don't want that, so that we have, because we don't want a branch growing in here in the curve of the trunk there. Alright, so we can see here we have a couple leaves over here. I think I'll take branch. That's just a leaf, so we're going to take that leaf out. And we're going to take that leaf off. Alright, and we're going to go in here, remove that leaf. So we're going to remove that nubbin because that's kind of growing into the okay. Go in here and we'll remove, clean that up. Alright, so we have a branch down here. I don't think we need this. Actually, I don't think we need this one right here. Actually, we may take this off because I think this is a little too thick and it's going to mess with the taper of the tree. So as you can see under here, clean that up. So as you can see, there's not much taper going on, so I think I'm going to remove this right here. And we want the growth of the tree to kind of go back this way. So as we have this S shape kind of going through the tree, we want it to go back this way. So I think we're going to take this one off like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. And I think because we have one this way and we kind of got this ladder kind of looking, and we got a branch over here, I think we can take this one out as well, like that. So now I think now that I'm looking at it, I think we do want to trim this back So we'll trim it back to this node here. Maybe not that node. We'll trim it back to here. Trim it to right there. Like that. Right. So now we will, let's trim, let's take this back to here. These scissors aren't that sharp. Alright, so I think that's good. Let that continue to grow out. We got this. We want to thicken this branch up some more since it's one of the lower branches, so we're going to leave this, and we're going to leave this to grow out to allow this to thicken up as well. So now that we've kind of done some trimming, I think we need to, I think this, that can get wired down. This can stay. I think this one will trim back to there. Alright. And I think ultimately we're going to trim this back some more to kind of, because it kind of sticks way out there. So, but I want to wire it down and see how it looks. I think what we want, actually I think we want to trim it back to this branch. We'll do that. And we'll wire that down. So I have some wire on this branch. Let's go ahead and remove that. Now we're gonna anchor this branch. I don't really have another. Typically when you wire, you want to wire two branches together. I really don't have another branch I want to wire with this one, so I'm just gonna anchor it to the trunk here. So we'll measure it. I think that should be good. Alright, so we're going to start it down here. Tighter there, and I don't want to mess that node up. Go around there. so. And now we want to bend it down. Let's see if we can. There we go. And we'll get a wire there and wire that one down. We'll go from there. Anchor it to the trunk as well. Let's see. I think we need to we actually have this little note in here that actually we don't want. So we'll go in here and we'll take it out of this. Put that out. So we don't need that. And we will continue wrapping this around here. Like so. That down like that. Down like that. All right. Let's see. I think. To wire this one down. I'm going to measure from here there. Anchor it right here, and some of this area I think I need to clean up anyways. So we got this kind of branch in this curve. I think we want to get rid of. Yep, we got this little thing right here. I think we want to get rid of. Do we want that? I don't know if we want that. Let's see. I don't think I want that. No, I don't want that. Yeah. Yep. Clean this up a little bit. trying not to mess with those leaves, because I think I may want to branch from that. Let's see. Let me do this. Let's see. Clean this up. Actually, we're just gonna remove that. I'll just remove that, and we'll clean this up. There we go. Make it easy. All right, so now go around. I don't need much on here, just enough to be able to bend it down like that. Yep, to do that. Essentially what we wanted to do is kind of get these leaves out from under that. Like that. Yep. I think at this moment, I think that's pretty good. It started raining on me as I was finishing up this tree and putting the wire on it, and I wanted to be able to show you what the tree looks like once we were done giving it a trim. So we'll do a nice rotation of it here. Again, this one we're going to let grow out to thicken up this lower branch. But I think we returned we brought the design of the tree back to where it was initially when we started with this tree. So I think now we just let it grow.